Look, I grew up in a good but a changing age. My wife and kids, Damon Wayne's. When a youth club was everybody's favourite place, where if you spoke to a girl then it was face to face. Bro, I've seen the heart of a hood turn trendy. Kids lose interest, parks turn empty. Social media's got us all less friendly. Now can't you see the irony? She's got game when she types to me, but nothing in person, that ain't the type for me. Asking can we go for dinner yet in the flesh. No conversation, no intellect. The future generation are the children of the internet. Look, it's all changing, I'm seeing it now. You can meet 100 people without leaving your house, putting pictures in the frames and memory in the clouds. You know everybody keeps their memories in the cloud. We finally found a voice and we ain't speaking as loud. People only want to listen to the sheep in the crowd. And any other statement gets you cancelled by an activist that's never helped the cause that they're tweeting about. Do you blame public figures and personalities for giving little kids a warped view of reality? Or blame all of the apps that make a killing and finding a sweet spot in your self-hate and vanity? Could you argue that it's borderline dangerous to take a picture of a girl's face and start changing it in one quick filter? Your nose looks thinner, your eyes look fuller, your lips look bigger, your software's better in, your phone knows everything. If anything, it's getting George Orwellian. Look, it's all connected. Nobody's protected from business collectives. Your info's collected. Children of the internet. Your info collected.
As a species, we now have to redefine what it means to be connected.
Children of the internet.
A recent study showed that the average person earnestly swipes, taps, pinches their phone 1 million times a year.
Your info collected.
People feel naked, inadequate, and utterly vulnerable without their phone. It's a primary conduit of personal, social, and work life.
Children of the internet.
There are more active cell phones on the planet than people. The mobile phone is both a connection and disconnection device. It is typically placed between the human and its surroundings. tuning the surroundings out.
Man, that song is deep. Man, that's a powerful song right there. Children of the Internet. Yes, indeed. You know, the lyric, the MC on that song was spitting nothing but truth about how this modern world is. You know, most people are behind the screen. The playgrounds and parks are empty. Not too many people and families are on the playgrounds no more, you know. Everything is behind the screen. Social media has us being less social in public. I find it ironic how they call it social media, but in real time, people are less social. Due to social media, you have the rise of people have all kind of issues like anxiety, depression, low vibrational thoughts, and all that. But anyway, welcome to the night stream, Monday night stream. I'm your host, Ogden. Want to talk about a plethora of things tonight. You know how we get down over here. You know, I pray y'all had a good weekend. And I pray that the Most High get y'all through this week in Yeshua's name. Because I know a lot of y'all are weary. That's what I've been sensing in the spirit all throughout this summer, including myself. We are weary of this walk, this world. You know, we weary of this. Sometimes I grow weary of this walk. I'm just speaking from my point of view. I don't know about y'all, but yeah. You know, all the stuff that's going on in Israel, you know, with thoughts, camera action, want to expose other brothers and sisters because they making certain hand signs and he don't have no valid proof that they all belonging to these organizations like the Masons and Eastern Stars. You got to produce tangible evidence besides hand signs. You know, just because somebody making a certain gesture with their hand, that doesn't mean they part of these organizations or secret societies. You got to have tangible evidence, thoughts, camera action. You going crazy, you know, exposing everybody, you know, with these hand signs and all that. Now we know we got some corrupted Israelites in this movement, you know, and they could probably be part of these organizations like the Masons, but that's the higher ups, you know, like the leaders of these big organizations like the camps and all that. You know, like IUIC, we definitely know Nathaniel and his ilk are part of these secret societies. Because come on now, IUIC, they got congregations and camps all over the United States. Some of them got congregations a part of the world, around the world. So, and they worth millions of dollars. Yeah, they could be part of these organizations like Gathering, GOCC, them, and ISUPK, yeah. But like Watchmen Deborah, nah, they not no Masons. Nah, not by a long shot. And last time I checked, the scriptures teaches us we should know them by their fruits, not by no hand signs. We should know them by their fruits. If they producing corrupt fruit, they are corrupted. If they producing good fruit, they are a good tree. Yes, indeed. But yeah, the weekend recap, so many things been going on. You know, I was able to tune in to some of the brothers and sisters' content. You know, I watched the rebroadcast of FOPE, having Malachi Maccabee in the hot seat in the Owaspi crew. You know, you had Cosmin Cal on the panel, Selah Shalom. You had, let's see what you had. You had trying to recap. You had K Judah was on there. He did a good job. You know, shout out to K Judah show. You know, he asked him some solid questions. You know, and you had JJ on there. You know, Jeremiah Jr., the one they called JJ 7000, something like that. Him and Malachi was going. I mean, it just went left quick when they had their dialogue. I was like, wow, it went left quick. But yeah, to all those brothers and sisters that want to subscribe to the Waspy Madness, man, I look at it like it's just a fictional novel or something. Because the Bible is the only book that has, you know, prophecies and the perfect end game. And that's facts. You know, the Owaspi, you just all over the place if you read that madness. Something that was put together by a Gentile dentist with that. He was a dentist. And allegedly he had a spiritual vision and it inspired him to write the Waspy bull crap. Nah, it's nothing but madness. Straight up madness. But anyway, yeah, that was crazy. You know, it was off the chain. You know, shout out to FOPE, Elder Knopf, Shaw Sham, you know, and the brothers and sisters of the FOPE Israelites. Shout out to the cleanup crew as well. You know, like I said, when the stream was going on, like when it was going on, I was at the job, so I had to listen to the rebroadcast. And K Judah did a follow-up live stream. I caught the replay of that as well, explaining that Yah and Yahshua ain't angels, which is true. They not angels. Yeah, they spiritual beings. They divine beings. Yeah, we know Yahuwah, the Father, and Yahshua, the Son of Yahuwah. Whether you say Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, we know they spiritual beings and divine beings, but they are not no angels. Allegedly, the Waspy crew, they believe that we are serving a man, you know, a deity. They believe, you see, the Waspy crew believe that the God of the Bible is just a plain deity, like the other gods and goddesses in mythology. No, that's false. Yah is the creator, and he has his son, Yeshua, is part of the Godhead. Yah and Yeshua is part of the Godhead, you know. And technically, when you look at the power of the Bible, Yahuwah, to call him a God is putting him in a box. He's above a God, Yahuwah and Yeshua, you know. But man and the Father, Yahuwah the Father, the Most High being of the universe, to call him a God is like putting him in a box. That's just my opinion. But we understand we in this English language, you know, but we know they are ultimate power. Yah and Yeshua are the ultimate power of Israel. Real talk. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that was the weekend recap. And like I said, thoughts, camera, action. Brother, you need to chill out with all of them exposed videos. You don't want your channel just to be a channel exposing other people, because all it's going to do is leave you vulnerable to get exposed by somebody. And when the light is shining on you to get exposed, you're going to want to play victim. It seems like you're one of those type of people. You want to expose everybody else. But when the light shine on you to reveal who you are, you're going to play victim. You know. So you need to cut that out. And then another thing, he going at it with T.O. Ministries now. You know, Thoughts, Camera, Action, and T.O. Ministries going at it now. The End of the World Ministries, T.O. I mean, like, so much drama in this movement, man. It's not even funny. I see why a lot of brothers and sisters, you got a lot of brothers and sisters, they on the fence when it comes to joining the Israelite movement. You got brothers and sisters opting out of the movement and going back into the world. You know, say to hell with all this and just go back into the world and live their life, you know, because they tired of the drama and buffoonery. You know, it's like I did a live stream a couple of months ago about how this whole movement is a big letdown. It is. It's a huge letdown. And that's real talk. It's a whole letdown. I mean, there's a lot of fake people, not a lot of loyal people. What do they people of the world all this movement? Loyalty is a dying concept in this modern day world. Whether it comes to friendships, relationships, marriages, partnerships, alliances, loyalty is a dying concept in this modern world. And that's real talk. A lot of people ain't loyal no more. They will switch up on you over one misunderstanding, or just because the simple fact they don't want to rock with you no more, or just for the simple fact they just outgrow y'all, get tired. And that's just human nature. You know, we just got to learn how to accept that. You know, humans are complex creatures. Only the Most High knows our very essence and what makes us tick, because he created us. The Most High God, he created us. You know, we are complex creatures. Ever since we live in a world of sin and we in this sinful flesh, we are complex beings, human beings. We are complex. The human mind itself is just complex. I mean, you know, look at the human brain. The human brain governs billions and trillions of cells in our body. The human brain It's like a central computer that control all our other bodily functions and our faculties of our bodies. So that's why I say, it had to be some type of intelligent higher power to design us. To all the atheists out there want to say, oh, there's no God. There is no God. Man, y'all are foolish. Y'all are foolish, man, because y'all don't believe in God, but you believe you have a brain, and we can't see our brain. We can't hear our brain. We can't smell our brain because we know you believe you got a brain in your skull. We can't feel our brain. We can't see our brain. We can't taste our brain, but we believe we have a brain in our skull. So for all the atheists out there, you believe you have a brain. So some had to create that brain, and some had to create that skull to house your brain to keep it protected from all kind of drama and blunt force. Come on now. But y'all want to be y'all buffoons and stuff. But but that's y'all belief. Y'all want to be an atheist, that's y'all right. But there is a higher power out there. And I think what drives a lot of people to atheism is like life throwing too many curveballs, and they just starting to blame things on the Most High, and they get angry at God, and they stop believing. Because I think, in my opinion, I think the majority of atheists was former believers. That's just my opinion. I think most atheists were former believers. I mean, some of these atheists used to go hard for the Most High in Christ. Whether they was Christians, Baptists, no matter what, they was going hard and they was preaching the gospel like they was on fire, but due to certain circumstances in life, they became an atheist. And you got a lot of Israelites turning to atheism, But like I say, that's their right, because you never know what somebody going through. I still pray for people, because everybody has a breaking point. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Everybody has a breaking point when it comes to being weary and tired. And I don't judge people. I don't judge people, man, because life is complex itself. When you've been through a lot in life and dealing with all type of low vibrational people and stuff, it pushes you to the ringer. But don't give up. You have days as a believer, you just want to don't do nothing, just want to sit back and chill and lay back, and you don't want to do nothing. You just want to just stay idle like a bump on a log, real talk. Yes, indeed. But and actually that's the best time to seek out the Most High when you're feeling down like that. That's the perfect time. You want to hear your ear. You want to hear your voice. Call out to him, real talk. But we let the flesh intervene. We let these low vibrational thoughts intervene. We let the negative self-talk intervene. Just stop calling on our power. But you got to rebuke yourself. You got to deny yourself and still call on your power. Real talk. Straight up. Yes, indeed. But yeah, that was the weekend recap. I mean, it's just so much drama going on in the Israelite movement. Thoughts, camera, action, bro. You across the pond. You need to stop that bull crap. Go back to doing your lessons. Don't turn your channel into expose fest. And I come to a realization that many Israelites, they don't mind because they like drama. A lot of Israelites, they love drama. They love seeing who get exposed and who getting called out and all that. It's not about the word, because if you have a channel that's just doing scriptures and promoting, studying the scriptures and doing lessons, a lot of Israelites don't want that. They don't want lessons. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. They don't want lessons. They want drama. They only want maybe a few scriptures, but most of them, they want drama. They want a exposed show. That's what they want. They want to see who's gonna get exposed. They want to see who's gonna get taken out, who pass away and all that. I mean, it's just a hot mess. And you wonder why people don't take this movement seriously. Real talk. And I know this is not about the Israelite movement. I'm just rambling on because I want to talk about other things, like the agenda of the Democrats or Democrats. Yeah. The so-called Democrat Party, the Democrats, I think it's time for our people to leave the Democrat Party alone. Like I said, if I was a voter, I'll be with the knowledge I know now, if I was a voter, I'll be a conservative. But I don't get into politics like that. I'm just saying, if I was lost in the world, I probably would vote for Trump. If I was voting, if I was registered to vote, I would vote for Trump. I sure wouldn't vote for no damn Biden. Yeah, like if I was voting, Like during the last election, I wouldn't vote for no damn Biden. You know, just look what he did when he went to Maui. He ain't disrespect the Hawaiian people. You know, he just don't give a damn about the Hawaiian people. You know, when he went to Maui, then he showed up late. They say he was what 2 weeks late after the stuff happened. What kind of president he is? We got to be the worst president in our lifetime. At least for us millennials, I say Joe Biden is the worst president of them all. At least from my point of view. I don't know about y'all. Y'all have a right to your opinion. You know, y'all can express y'all thoughts in the chat room, anybody that's listening. But yeah, what I want to see. Joe Biden is definitely the worst president. He's too old. He needs to be out of office. You know, ain't no way a person at his age should be in the office. He got a lot of money. All these old senators and House members need to retire. They got so much money. They need to retire and enjoy the rest of their golden years because the human life is short. We ain't promised tomorrow, especially for so-called Israelites. Man, the Israelite men, we got the shortest lifespan on earth. Black men, we got the shortest lifespan on earth. Real talk. You know, and what's taking us out the most is stress. That's what's taking a lot of brothers out, stress. You know, and for our young brothers is the streets. You know, the gun violence, you know, the street culture, the thug culture and all that. Yeah. And that's sad, it has to be that way, but that's due to disobedience and sin. You know, in this wicked world, being in the fallen world. But yeah, this country, man, is crumbling. What happened to the good old America, you know, that used to care about the citizens? Ever since the senile madman came into office, he been funding all these immigrants, like the Ukrainians, the Afghanistan people, came out with the anti-Asian hate bill, when we know that the majority of them Asian people can't stand us. You know, they won't spend money with us. If you have a black business, if you're a black man or a black woman that have a business, ain't no Asian people come and spend money with you. They ain't gonna come support your business. They not. But we support all their businesses. We be lining up first in line to support their businesses. And they talk noise about us in their language, whether they Korean, Chinese or Japanese, you know, it don't matter. You know they gonna talk they crap in their foreign language, and they smile in your face. Yeah, they smile in your face when you go to their shops and all that, but they be mean mugging you, be like, hurry up and buy. Be staring at you like you gonna steal something, you know, profiling you. I hate that. I don't care. It don't matter what type of store I go to. I hate when people pester me. When I'm looking and browsing the store, they be like, sir, can I help you with something? Are you gonna buy something today, sir? You know, that make me want to walk out. I will walk out, I guarantee you. And I ain't gonna support the business. You don't come ask me and trying to rush me to buy something. That's disrespectful. You know, that is very disrespectful. You know, but they want to come set up shop in our people community. You know, all these other groups got benefits when Biden was in office, except so-called black people. The only thing he gave us was Juneteenth, making Juneteenth a national holiday. That's the only thing he gave our people, making Juneteenth a national holiday. Other than that, he didn't write no type of special bills for us like he did the Asians. He didn't give us no type of financial aid like he did the Ukrainians and the Afghanistans. And you got these illegals coming here, setting up shop. That's the agenda. They want to push our people out of these cities. They want to push us out. They don't need us no more. America don't need black people no more. Let's just keep it a buck. They gonna give the jobs that we don't want to do to the immigrants, and the immigrants gonna move into the inner cities, and they gonna push black people out. Look what's going on in California. How the Hispanics are running black people out of California. You know, in predominant areas that used to be owned by blacks, like Compton, Watson, all that. You know, Inglewood, man, it's predominantly Hispanic. Some of these areas, it's predominantly Hispanic and Mexicans. You know, as I say, you could blame the damn liberals. You could blame the goddamn liberals. You know, that's running this country and ruining this country. That's why California is in the state it is now. And all these Californians are leaving the state and moving to other states, making the rent go up in these neighboring states. They going through in Vegas, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, like some of these areas used to be cheap rent. Ever since the Californian people live in California, rent going up in those areas. And that's another issue. They want to raise the prices of everything, inflation. You could thank Biden for that. He gave us inflation. He gave that to America. Inflation is getting so bad. People gonna have to make a choice whether you want to eat for this week or keep your lights on. That's how worse it's getting. It don't matter how much you making. You could be making 50 to 80K a year. You still gonna inflation. You can't escape inflation. You know how bad it is. They say if you want to live comfortably, it's getting to a point. If you want to even live comfortably in America, you're gonna have to make damn near $1 million a month. $1 million a year, excuse me. You're gonna have to make damn near almost $1 million a year just to live confident. Now that's ridiculous. That is straight up ridiculous. So there's something gotta give, because something have to give. Because if they don't do nothing about this, it's gonna make the crime rate go up. And I'm gonna continue to see that. It's gonna make the crime rate go up. And people gonna be doing a lot of shoplifting. They doing it now. What I'm talking about, it's happening now. They doing the smash and grabs. In certain parts of California, they gotta put everything behind a glass case. That's not gonna stop people from shoplifting. Man, people gonna come in there with tools, baseball bats, and crowbars, and just start breaking the glass and taking what they want. That's gonna make the people more hostile. Just watch. That's gonna make the people more hostile. The more you keep things locked up and in the behind the case, that's gonna make people more hostile, and they're gonna get desperate. Because once they desperate, man, that's a dangerous person. When they desperate and hungry, that's a dangerous type of individual. Straight up, very dangerous type of individual. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, this damn inflation, and that's the agenda of the Democrats, the liberals. They want to push the alphabet agenda on our people. It's like if you part of that community, you get a lot of perks in society. If you part of the so-called alphabet community, you get a lot of perks in society. It's like that's the vibration. It's cool to be a so-called sodomite, a fudge packer, a carpet muncher. It's cool to be that. And woe unto you, Dwayne Wade. You ought to be ashamed as a man to allow your son to go down that route. You ruined that little boy life. Got him thinking he a little girl. No, he was born a male. He's supposed to be manly. But that's why I say Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, y'all gonna have to pay for what y'all done to that young man. Woe unto the both of y'all. Wicked, straight up wicked. It's a damn shame what y'all done to that young man. Got him thinking he a little girl. No. He's confused. And we know the Most High isn't a God of confusion. The Most High isn't a God of confusion. Confusion comes from the wicked one, Hashatan. He's the one who want to confuse the world. Hashatan, straight up. Yes, indeed. But yep, that's the man agendas they want to push. The alphabet agenda. They want to kick us. They want to push black people away by letting the immigrants come take over. And slowly but surely, they are taking over. Even in my state, you got a lot of Mexicans, coming. You got a lot of Mexicans coming to Louisiana. I never thought I would see a whole influx of the population of Mexicans coming to Louisiana. I could expect Texas and, West Coast states, but even Louisiana, they going to Florida. I mean, it's going to get so bad, the liberals might as well change the American flag to the Mexican colors. Call it the United States of Mexico, because that's what it's going to get to the point. If this get out of hand with all the immigrants coming through from the south of the border, they might as well call it the United States of Mexico. Straight up. We the only country in the world that allow foreigners to come here and get benefits. We can't do that. Let a whole, let's say if I'm gonna just use the example. Let's say like if all the people from maybe Arkansas and Alabama want to migrate to a foreign country in droves. Man, say like if they want to migrate maybe to France or Germany. Man, they're not gonna do. They're gonna have to get passports. They're gonna have to go through all type of red tape. They're gonna probably have to find the nearest American embassy. But only in America we let these foreigners come here and they get benefits and live better than the American citizens that have been here. These foreigners come here, get the benefits, and live way better than the natural born American citizens that have been living here all their lives. Now that is just ludicrous. That is straight up backwards. You're supposed to take care of your own backyard first. Straight up. You're supposed to take care of your own backyard first. Real talk. But it seems like the Democrats forgot about that, though. They forgotten about that. They wicked selves. And like I say, both political parties, are not benefiting our people. Like I say, if I was voting, I choose the lesser of the two evils. I choose the lesser of the two evils because, like I said before, the Democrats are the greater evil. Both parties are wicked, but the Democrats are way evil. They're the bigger evil. They're the bigger evil out of the two evils. They're the bigger evil. Real talk. Just look at the fruits that the Democrat Party produced in the black community. Look at the fruits of what the Democrat Party done to the black community. Just look at the fruits. We got a lot of liberal-minded Negroes. A liberal-minded Negro is a dangerous Negro. Whether it's a brother or sister that's with a liberal-minded, because they gonna produce chaos. They're not about order or stability. They're about chaos and dysfunction. And that's why you got a lot of dysfunction in a so-called black community, because the liberal-minded Negro, the liberal-minded Negro, straight up. Yes, indeed. Real talk. But yep, we got to come together as a people because we all we have. These other groups ain't gonna support us. They not. That's why I don't understand. The crab in the barrel mentality has to go. That crab in the barrel mentality has to die amongst our people because it's holding us back. We're holding our own self back. We could say the white man all day, the white man holding us down. No, we our own worst enemy. Because if you a brother or sister that's trying to set up a business, you got to worry about getting robbed by your own people. You got to worry about not getting patronized by your own people. They not going to support. We don't like seeing the next black man or black woman making it all happy. And that's just self-hatred. That's self-hatred to the core. And this self-hatred has to go. We got to put away self-hatred. Real talk. Because these other groups don't care about us. They don't give a damn. They sure don't. They don't give a damn. What's good? They do the big salute. Big salute. But yeah, I don't like the Democrats. I can't stand the damn Democrats. These damn liberals. They letting any blue state that's run by liberals is a state of chaos. Look at California. That's the liberal capital of the world. Let's look what's going on in California. California is like a third world country. Third world country. You got the homeless cities, the homeless town. That's a damn shame. America's supposed to be a first world country, but it's becoming a third world country. I'm telling y'all, America, I never forget, an elder told me that long time ago. I want to say it was like around 2000. I'm going to say about around maybe 2005 or 2006. That's when I was going to the technical college, Tech campus. It was this elder man. He was biracial. He looked like he could have been from a biracial elder man. He said, son, two things you're going to see a lot in the future. He said, this country going to be a third world country, and you're going to see a lot of mixed race couples. And, you know, and yeah, and that's what they was like. It's like he was foreseeing the future. And you see a lot of that. You see a lot of people, you know, especially in Gen Z, you know, they a lot of interracial dating, you know, but that's not gonna stop racism. It's not. And that's another agenda they want to push on our people, the interracial dating agenda. I mean, you got a lot of liberal-minded Negroes. They just want to say to hell with slavery, to hell with what happened to our ancestors, and want to hold hands with Becky or Billy, you know, or Pablo or Esmeralda, you know, or Takazaki or Ning Ning, you know. You know, like I say, you can't control what other people do. You can't control what other people do, but at the end of the day, America still don't love you, black people. They still see you as the scourge of the earth, you know. And like I say, when you enter a relationship with another race, you're gonna be walking on eggshells. I don't care how much they paint a pretty picture on the media, social media, movies. That's fantasy. That's fantasy. You got all these sisters writing books about fantasize about being in a relationship with white men, you know, and all that, all these novels and shit, you know, that's fantasy. If you a brother dating a non-black woman, you're gonna get a lot of you're gonna get pushback from some of the family members, and they're gonna talk behind your back. They're gonna be saying all kind of disgusting things. Out of all the men in our, especially out of all the men in our family, she gonna shit on all the men in the family by being with that. You already know you're gonna have that one racist family member. That's why I say, you know, that's why I say you walking on eggshells, you know. And like for people that's in same-sex relationships, y'all gonna be confused. So, you know, you got the Butch Bulldagger, you know, like the Brat and her. Like, I mean, it's just a hot mess. You still need a man's sperm to bring forth life. You know, for all your lesbian couples out there, you need a man to put seed in your womb to bring forth life. And just like two men together, y'all, you can't get that other man pregnant. He don't have a womb. You need a woman. You need to put your seed in the woman's womb to bring forth a new life. That's why I say they want to turn this into a confused society. Like I said, if you part of the alphabet community, especially as a so-called black person, you're going to get a lot of perks. You're going to get praise. But as soon as you want to promote righteousness, straighthood, being straight, man, woman, and child, or you look at like you a demon, you demonize, or you old-fashioned, you too old-fashioned. No, it's the ancient path. It's the right way. It's the right things to do. Because that's the order. God, Christ, man, woman, and child. That's the righteous order. God, Christ, man, woman, and child. Real talk. But the Democrats, they want confusion and chaos. You know. Like I said, he's the worst president we ever had. Worst president. I hope he don't get another term. Please, y'all, for the love of Yahshua HaMashiach, I pray Biden doesn't get a second term. He doesn't need a second term because we got to go through another 4 years of his terror, his madness. Oh, man. We got to go another 4 years of his madness. It's going to be way worse. You got a lot of people on TikTok and social media complaining about, well, I won't say complaining, they ranting about the inflation. Whether it's Gentiles and our people of all ilks of life, you know, ranting about the inflation. But yeah, I did the recap. Like I say, thoughts, camera, action, man. Chill out with the exposed videos, man. I think he should take, in my opinion, I think he should take a couple of weeks off. Go recuperate. Go spend time with your wife, bro. You know, that's what you should do. Go, you know, I don't know what you do for a living besides YouTube, but if you got a normal job, take some vacation days off and spend time with your wife. and get off of social media, bro. Real talk. Stop worrying about these other Israelite channels, man. If they part of these secret societies, the Most High gonna expose them. He gonna bring it out himself. But like I said, you gotta have tangible evidence besides hand signs, bro. That's not enough tangible evidence to come say somebody part of these organizations, the Masons and Eastern Stars. Straight up. But yeah, the agenda is to push us out the communities, like out the cities. And technically, we don't belong in them cities anyway. We belong in the country, so-called black people. If our people was on code, we would have been buying land, building stuff off the land. Because most of these major cities, they're going to turn into smart cities. It's going to come to a point, these cities going to be transferred into smart cities. And you ain't going to be able to leave or go into these smart cities without certain requirements. See, that's what they want to turn the society into, an artificial society. They want people to be synthetic beings, damn near almost half human, half machine, like in a science fiction movie. They want everything to be synthetic instead of organic. That's why I see the artificial world order, the AWO, a synthetic society instead of organic. And you look at it right now, everything is technically synthetic. Nothing is organic. It's like most things are not organic. It's like you think you're into an organic relationship with a woman, oh man, if you looking for somebody today, you got online dating, that's synthetic. That's not genuine. What happened to meeting somebody face to face? Social media got people withdrawing from each other. Nobody want to go out and meet each other no more. It's like you a man, you see a woman you interested in, she got her head buried in the phone. It's just crazy. This world is crazy. It's a anti-social world. Social media is making people anti-social. That's crazy. Social media is making people anti-social because most people living in the cyber world on social media. Most people are doing that. And the children, it's worse for the children. I mean, when I was a toddler, toddler age, 3 to 5 years old, we didn't have no phone in our face. We had toys to play with. We had to use our imagination. We had to go outside and play until our parents tell us it's time to come in the house. These days, children don't even want to go outside and play. They rather play these apps on these social media games. They rather download these phone apps. I mean, it's worse. Soon as they come out the womb, soon as an infant start moving around and saying their first words, they putting a tablet in their face. You got some of these be like infants. The infant could be about maybe 3 or 4 months old. They got a tablet or phone. Soon as the infant could hold things in her little hands or his little hands, they putting a phone in the little infant face. We had rattles and little toys. We didn't have no phone. They ain't putting no. They gave us rattles and all that, and all little infant toys and stuff. But now it's a cell phone or tablet. I hate to see how it's gonna be for the. I mean, it's getting so crazy out there on these streets with the inflation, the technology. A lot of Gen Z, they are still some millennials too. A lot of millennials and Gen Z still living with their parents. And nothing wrong with that. Like in my opinion, especially for young women, that's Torah. I think a young woman should not leave her parents' house till she married. And that's just my opinion, because, the world is full of wolves and animals out there that want to prey on young women, man. And take advantage of her. That's Torah. A young woman's supposed to be under her father's covering until marriage. And then she'd be under the covering of her husband. But we live in a wicked Western society that's against Torah, that's against God's law, that hate Christ. They say, oh no, go out there and do your thing, girl. Go out there and have your 3 or 4 phase. No, that's not scripture. Same thing for the young men. You're not supposed to be out there shooting up the club with every random woman, sowing your royal oats. No, You're supposed to be retaining your seed, being on your purpose, you know, building up your spirituality with Yeshua and the Most High. But no, and not being engaged in watching that filth and chasing harlots, and being a whoremonger. No, you see, you're supposed to be doing the opposite of that. You're supposed to be building up yourself spiritually, and physically and mentally. And that's why you got a lot of young men destroyed in society. A lot of men are battling with the sin of fornication, being addicted to filth, lust. I mean, it's keeping a lot of men down, real talk. And that's what the powers that be want through Hashatan. They want men to be in a weakened state. Men, they want you to be depleted of your life force, which is your seed, your semen. They want you to be depleted. They want your loins to be depleted. Because when your loins are depleted of your life force, you weak. You are weak. You got to retain your seed to build up your strength back. Even when you get it in with your woman, man, you feel tired and stuff, especially if you're over the age of 35. If you're a man, you get it in with your wife, you'll be ready to go to sleep. Let's just keep it a buck. You ain't like it is when you're in your teens and 20s, when you be like a spring rabbit. You be like a jackrabbit when you're in your teens and 20s. But when you get past 35, but man, after 40, shit, man, after you bust that good nut in your wife, man, you going to sleep, my nigga. Real talk. Shit. Keep it a buck over here. Keep it a buck. But anyway, yeah, this whole society is wicked, and a lot of people are growing weary. Like the righteous are tired of this place. The righteous are very tired of this damn society. Real talk. And that's facts. That's big facts. That's big facts. But yeah, we need to stop supporting these foreigners, though. These Asians, these Arabs, these East Indians, because they don't support us. If we was to open up a business, we couldn't go open up a business let us go trying to open up a business in Chinatown or Koreatown. They're going to run us out. They're going to run us out within a few days. Salaki, within the same day. They won't even let us build up our business. They will put it into it. They will threaten us. They say, you can't build it here. This is for, you got to be Chinese. You got to be Korean. But they could come in our communities and set up shop like it's nothing. And we support them, man. We support them. They disrespect us all day. Look down on us. Talk shit about us in their foreign language. And we still support their businesses. We got to wake up as a people. Shalom, random woman. What's good, sister? What's good? But yeah, we got to wake up. We got to stop being hateful towards one another, man. We got to stop that self-hatred BS, man. Because other groups, they practice group economics. And like I said, if they want us out the cities, that should be okay. We need to come together, put our finances together, and get out these cities and buy land and live off the land like our ancestors did. But we've been so spoiled by these cities. And I'm guilty of it too. We love our comfortable living in the city. And I understand that, like I said, it's a double-edged sword when it comes to that compound living, because like I said before, I'm speaking for myself. I ain't ready for no compound living on no land with a bunch of other Israelites. You don't know where their spirit's at. You don't know what's their agenda. You got to be led by the Holy Spirit to do stuff like that, to buy land and to build, to homestead like that. You got to be led by the Holy Spirit of the Most High. Because I seen some Israelites, they tried to pull that stunt and they failed. They failed. They didn't even last a year, let alone a couple of months. Because they had some of the brothers in the STL, they tried to do the compound. I mean, Brother Jacob mocked them too. Yeah, I'm going to just call it, but it was Malachi, Maccabee, Yaki. They tried to buy some land down there in the south and trying to start a compound like Straight Wheat and other Israelites that have homestead communities. Man, that thing didn't even took off, man. It failed miserably. Now look at Yaki. Yaki trying to be the next Dr. Savior. Shout out to Yaki. I still show respect to the brothers Malachi and Yaki because I used to watch Honor and Humility STL. I got nothing against Malachi, Maccabee, or Yaki. They some powerful brothers in the spirit, but unfortunately, Malachi, you want to go towards the Owaspy belief, That's a certified sword swinger, man. I remember listening to Malachi on the Hebrew One show. I mean, he used to be part of a rap group, Fort Tribe Static Addicts. Yeah, the Fort Tribe Static Addicts. That was a good rap group they had in the STL. I mean, I guess everybody's path is different. I don't know. Like I said, a human being is a complex creature. You know, the human mind is a complex creature. Like I said, we don't know what Malachi had been through, or Yaki, or any one of us. But I hated to see the split happen back in 2018. I hated that it had to happen like that. That's why I say Israelites need to stay away from that black snake. And I'm gonna call it the one they call Gorilla Man, Maharakah. Israelites need to stay away from Maharakah. He's a menace. He's a menace in this nation. He is a menace. Maharakah is a menace. And I said it and I meant it. He's like a Orochimaru off of the anime Naruto. He's like a Orochimaru. But any anime fans out there, y'all know who Orochimaru is on the anime series Naruto. He's a snake. He is a shaded character. And now he's going crazy teaching that it's okay to grape women, that he can't wait to grape the enemy, the Israel. He said he can't wait to grape women in the kingdom. Maharakah, you are mad. You are wicked. You are a wicked demon. The Most High doesn't allow Israelites to do that act. That is the most violent act you could do to a human being. Let's keep it a buck. Grape is the most vile and violent act that could happen to a human being. Many women that fell victim to this vile act, they are destroyed spiritually, mentally, and physically. They are living in fear. They have nightmares. So why you want to push a doctrine like that? Because let somebody will do that to you, Maharakah. Let another man will take your manhood. That's the worst thing that could happen to a man. Many men that got their, men that had that happen to them, whether it happened to them in prison, they want to die after that. They get their manhood taken. They want to commit suicide because that's the worst thing that could happen to a man. A man would rather get his head blown off than getting his manhood taken. I'm just keeping it a buck. A man would rather die a violent death than getting his manhood taken. Real talk. So what make you think a woman feel okay to get raped, Maharakah? Because like I said, that's the most vile act that could happen to a human being. That's the most vile and violent act that could happen to a human being. Grape. Y'all know what I mean by grape, because you two with the bullshit politics, you gotta watch how you say your words. And that's another thing. You two, man, with this politics and gotta reword your words and all that. What happened to freedom of speech? No, they want to limit your freedom of speech on this platform. That's why I say the American citizens need to rise up against Google and trying to take YouTube to court, to the Supreme Court, man, and let them know that freedom of speech still stands. But we already know YouTube is ran by these Khazarian devils, because these Khazarian devils got their tentacles in every major platform, media outlet. They got their filthy tentacles in all these major platforms, whether it's on the mainstream media or the internet. Real talk. Straight up. But yeah, grape is the most violent act that could happen to a human being. You that damn mad demon, Maharakah, Gorilla Man, is teaching that bull crap. He gonna be held accountable. He better repent. He better repent. He better repent, because if you don't repent, the Most High gonna deal with him. The Most High gonna deal with him. I'm telling y'all. Teaching that madness like that. You want a great woman in the kingdom. That's why I say that one mess doctrine gotta die. That one mess doctrine has to die, because it's ruining a lot of people. And it's turning a lot of people away to even want to learn they're Israelite. It's sad that these camps give Israelites a bad rep. That you got sincere brothers and sisters don't even want to wear fringes no more. And like I say, it's not about fringes, because fringes ain't gonna give you salvation, but it's a goddamn shame. Brothers and sisters are afraid to rep their culture and dress like an Israelite. because of these wicked camps. Because soon as you put on some seesaw fringes, people might try to think you part of these organizations. And you got to say, no, I'm just a brother and sister that believe in the Bible. Yeah, we are required to wear fringes, but it's not a commandment. It's not a strict commandment. It's an optional thing. It's a personal thing, because it's about what's in that inner man and that inner woman, That's why I say if a camp member would actually, where your fringes at, I'm going to be like, where Christ at in your heart? Do you have Christ in you? Do you have the fruits of the Spirit? That's what y'all need to ask them. Brothers and sisters, if you come across IUIC and you say, I'm an Israelite, and they say, where your fringes at? Where your fringes? I'm going to be like, tell them, ask them this. Where are the fruits of the spirits in your soul? Do you have the blood of Christ in you? Ask them that. That's what y'all should ask them. Call that. What are the fruits of the spirit at? You talking about friends? What are the fruits of the spirit at? Do you have the fruits of the spirit in you? Real talk. Where your friend is at? Where your head wrap, sister? Where your head wrap, sister? Do you got a pure mind, sister? For y'all sisters out there, ask the sisters at the camp. Where your heart at? Where your pure mind at? They weren't about the inner man. They weren't about the outer appearance. But yeah, these camps, man, and hey, now thoughts, camera, action, you could expose them. Like you could expose IUIC, GOCC, like the One West camp, because we know they brought and paid for. You could expose them. Exactly. They had on fringes and fighting in the street, breaking the whole commandments. Yeah. So just some bunch of clowns. A bunch of clowns. They was squabbling in the street with fringes on. IUIC and ISUPK. I had to catch myself because I was about to say, y'all know I was about to say the other term. I had to catch myself. I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. ISPK. Shout out to Elder Knopf because he came up with that. Man, Elder Knopf, that's when they was beefing with ISUPK. Elder Knopf was like, ISPK. That was funny, man. And I just say, next time I do a video about them, I'm going to say it that way. Just like for Israel, I call them Israel United Buffoonery, IUIB, instead of IUIC, because they not united in Christ, they united in buffoonery. So that's why I call them Israel United in Buffoonery, IUIB. And for GOCC, I call them the Gathering of Confusion Church. Instead of Gathering of Christ Church, the Gathering of Confusion Church. GOCC, the Gathering of Confusion Church. And for GMS, I call them the Goon Mamza Squad because they full of mamzas and they goons, They some ignorant goons. So I call them Goon Mamza Squad because the majority of the leaders of GMS are some damn mamzas, half-breeds, mixed race people, half-breeds. So I call them Goon Mamza Squad, Real talk. Yeah, that was ludicrous, Fighting over a street corner. Ain't no different. Man, they want to talk about people in the world. It was being way worse than people in the world. All they had to do was go move to another corner, fighting over a corner. And then you had their leader, Nathaniel, riding a horse a couple of months ago, riding a horse. Man, I felt sorry for that horse. That horse looked at tortured. Man, that horse looked like he was about to die because all that negative energy that he was had to hold from Nathaniel, man. Yeah, Nathaniel himself looked sickly. He looked like he pale, man. He just looked sickly. He better repent. But we know the majority of them ain't gonna repent because of pride, because of their pride. But yeah, like I said, like I was saying, I wear my fringes when I want to, I don't ain't everything. Then you don't have to wear that every day, your fringes. That's not required for you to wear that every day. And it's all about, because that's not gonna make you righteous. I don't care if you wear fringes 24/7, 365. That's not gonna make you a righteous person. That's not gonna make your spirit pure, Same thing following certain laws. You could eat a lot of You could follow the dietary law like a champ. If you don't have one righteous, if you don't have that fruits of the spirit and not being righteous, that's all for naught. That's all for naught. You know. But yeah, they don't do lessons about Christ. You know, that's, and like K. Judah was saying, he went to their whole channel and you say you looked at all their videos, no videos about Christ. No videos about Christ, but they want to call their church Israel United in Christ, but they don't do no lessons about the Messiah. It's about stupid Negroes. The black woman mouth is too loud. Black woman this, black woman that. You know, Esau, the white man, Esau gonna go down. The same redundant bull crap. No lessons about the fruits of the spirit. No lessons about Melchizedek. You know, no lessons about the parables of Christ. Nothing. It's just the same redundant, you know, popcorn doctrine, you know, cookie cutter doctrine. We got these grown men marching in the street, making jackasses out themselves. Howdy, howdy, ho, howdy, ho, hey. Grown ass men in their 30s and 40s and 50s, if not 60s, marching around like they're in an army with no weapons. Last time I checked, when you marching, you going to battle. You know, when you read about armies marching, they going to battle and they got weapons in their hand. But no, not IUIC. They just marching around, stomping around a neighborhood. They ain't gonna do nothing. You know, they ain't gonna do. They just all a show. They all a show. And I'm so sick and tired of the good brothers and sisters being overlooked because they're not a part of these camps. You know, that's just because a brother and sister not part of these organizations. That doesn't make them. I want to see this. Let me just because you got some brothers and sisters, yeah, you want to call us individualites or lone wolf Israelites or whatever, that don't mean you better than us because you in a camp. That don't make you better than us. It just means that we don't want to be no follower. We don't want to be dictated to. We love our little privacy that we have. Because if you part of these organizations, they're gonna keep a tab on you. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. They're gonna gang stalk you. That's just my opinion. That's just what I feel in my spirit. If you was to join a camp like IUIC, they're gonna gang stalk you. They're gonna want to call your phone number. If you don't answer their calls, they're gonna want to get weird with you. Like, hey, why you not answering the phone? We trying to follow up on you, Ak. You ain't came to class the last 2 Shabbats, Ak. What's going on? And you could have a legit reason. They're gonna try and, oh man, you don't love God because you ain't coming to the Shabbat classes no more. Your name gonna be removed out the book of life, Ak. You better come to the class. And you got brothers and sisters gonna fall for that witchcraft. Man, no man have that authority to take your name out the book of the life, man. That authority only is given to the Most High. Real talk. Shalom, Sister Nitya, shalom. Big salute. But yeah, y'all gotta stop listening to these lies. No man, all women have the power to take your name out the book of life. That's reserved for the Most High in Christ, man. Real talk. Or if you leave IUIC, your name gonna be removed from the book of life. You see, let me tell you where he got that from. He got that from Yahweh ben Yahweh, because Yahweh ben Yahweh, that wicked son of a gun, before he passed away, he was saying stuff like that. If you was to leave his cult, he have the power to remove your name out the book of life. Yeah, y'all can research that. Y'all research that. They have a documentary about Yahweh ben Yahweh. That was an evil man. I'm telling you, he was evil. He was an evil man. Yahweh ben Yahweh. I said it. I don't care. That was an evil man. You know, he had people lost their life. A brother got his head chopped off. That was an evil man. Yahweh ben Yahweh. You know, he had that whole Yahweh cult compound like in Florida. I think back like in the 70s and 80s, I think. Yeah, he was an evil man. He was evil. And they believe he was the Messiah. That's straight up blasphemy. Straight up blasphemy. Because Christ ain't gonna tell nobody. Christ ain't gonna tell, you to do the acts that Yahweh ben Yahweh told his people to do. You know, Christ showed compassion, but Yahweh ben Yahweh, he didn't show no compassion. He was straight up wicked. And that's why the Most High had to remove him from the land of the living. The Most High had to remove him from the land of the living. Real talk. Yeah, man, the Most High. Yeah, that's right. He got matter of fact, I think they have something out there in the Gulf. Let me check it right quick. See the status of that storm out there in the Gulf. Hold up. Storm in the Gulf. There we go. Tropical storm Idalia. Idalia. How do they see that crap, man? All these names. Idalia. I don't know these damn European names. See, I'm gonna just say Ida. God damn it. You know how we get down there, just like we can't pronounce a name. We just gonna break it down short. But I'm gonna say Ida. You know, tropical storm Ida. Okay. Going towards Florida. Let's see. A category 3 hurricane. Yeah, man. To all the saints out there in Florida, man, may the Most High have mercy on y'all. May He protect y'all households in Yahshua's name. Grant y'all mercy for all the Israelite saints out there, you know, and believers, you know, of the other nations that want to follow the God of Israel. May He have mercy on y'all out there in Florida. Real talk. Yeah, tropical storm Ida. That's what I'm gonna see. I ain't pronouncing that whole thing. You know, he come up with all these names and stuff. These Gentiles want to name these storms and stuff. The hell wrong with them? Okay, I'm looking at the map now. Okay, so it's gonna touch down by Wednesday. Okay, 7-8 Wednesday. It's gonna touch down. Okay, it's gonna touch down in Florida. Okay, I see now. Yeah. So it's gonna hit Florida. It's gonna pass through some parts of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. But hopefully, when it gets to those northern East Coast states, it's gonna be weakened though, because that's one thing. When the storm hit landfall, it's gonna get weak. It's gonna start to weaken when it hit landfall. Mm-hmm. So tropical storm, it says it's gonna become a hurricane. Okay, tropical storm Ida could reach hurricane strength before hitting Florida this week. Idalia, Ida, Idalia, Ida. God damn it! I'm gonna just say Ida. These damn names, man. You know. Yeah, but yeah. So Most High have mercy on the saints in Florida. You know, we've been now. You know, like I said, we're in the height of hurricane season right now. We're in the height of hurricane season. Forecasters say the system known as Tropical Storm Ida could intensify in the warm Gulf of Mexico waters and has the potential to clobber western Florida and the Panhandle with severe weather starting on Tuesday. Yeah, the Panhandle of Florida. That's where Destin at. Yeah, we went to Destin, Florida. That's around the Florida Panhandle. Matter of fact, when we went to Destin, Florida, we had to pass through. Louisiana. Let's see. Mississippi, Arkansas. Alabama, so lock it. Yeah, 4 states. Yeah, we had to. Yeah, that's like, yeah. We left Louisiana. We passed through Mississippi, Alabama, then Florida. Mm-hmm. Dang, Georgia right next to Alabama. Okay, and so we could have go to Georgia too. We was, man, yeah. All we had to do was stay on a certain, yeah. I mean, how things are getting. Thank you, bro. You're welcome, sister. No problem. You're welcome. All praise. Man, if things wasn't so expensive, if the economy wasn't so jacked up and things wasn't so expensive, I would love to go on a road trip. You know, pass through 5 different states and stuff. You know, but it's getting so bad. People ain't gonna even be able to go on vacation no more unless they put money to the side. But yeah. That's why I say the American dream was the biggest lie. The American dream was the biggest lie sold to the American citizens. Yeah. The American dream was the biggest lie sold to American citizens. Straight up. And that's the truth. They lied to us. They lied to us, family. So it's going to hit landfall by Wednesday, probably. So hopefully y'all don't get nothing. Y'all might just get like maybe water and rain. Because the last few storms we had gotten, I think the last storm maybe we had, I did a video on my channel too. Yeah, I think the last hurricane we had was, I think it was in 2020, I think. Yeah, I think it was in 2020. I went outside too. I went outside. It was windy. That wind was blowing. I went outside with my flashlight. I said, I'm going outside. I stayed at the park, but I was like, I'm gonna just soldier it out. I went outside at night. It was pitch black. I had my flashlight. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But like I said, when it comes to hurricanes, it's not the storm itself that's worse. It's the aftermath. It's always the aftermath. It's the drama with people. It's the aftermath and the drama when it comes to people. And then the panic. Oh, don't talk about the panic shoppers. The gas station's going to be full of people. Like there was a couple of hurricanes ago. Man, they arrested somebody for stealing gas. They was trying to steal gas from the gas station. This crazy Gentile, I guess he had some fuel drums. He was trying to steal gas in his fuel drums. And I guess they caught him. And then they took his fuel drums from him too. Them cops, man, arrested him and took his fuel drums from him. That dumb Gentile tried to steal some gas with a damn fuel drum. And I guess he didn't want to pay for the price. Yeah, he didn't want to pay for it. So, yeah, he was filling up them. He had 2 big fuel drums in the back of his truck. Y'all should have seen that. Man, them cops swarmed that Murphy's gas station. The cops surrounded that gas station. But yeah, that's one thing I hate about them hurricanes, though. The gas stations be packed. And when a storm over with, all the gas stations be depleted. And they act like they don't got no tanker trucks to come restock the fuel. Because that's what they did for the last storm. Them gas stations was out of gas like for almost 2 months. Yeah, that was the last. Matter of fact, I'm about to latest storm. Let me see. Last hurricane, Louisiana. Okay. Yeah, 2020 Ida. Ain't that some Hurricane Ida? Yeah, that was the last storm we had in 2021. Okay. Yeah, Hurricane Ida was a deadly and extremely destructive Category 4 Atlantic hurricane in 2021 that became the second most damaging and intense hurricane to make landfall in the U.S. state of Louisiana on record, behind Katrina in 2005. Yeah, so that was the last storm we had, Hurricane Ida. Yeah, I think I went outside. It was the calm before the storm, though. You see, all we got was just wind and rain. That's all we got. All praises to the Most High. That's all we got was wind and rain. But yeah, so that was the last storm we had, Hurricane Ida. Hurricane Ida, okay. Matter of fact, I think I did content about Hurricane Ida on my channel. Let me see. I think I did. Hold up. And 4 years ago, some of my oldest videos is 4 years old. Sheesh. 4 years ago, golly, all time go by fast. Time is going by fast. But YouTube some haters though, man. The algorithm don't want my channel to blow up. Hating ass YouTube. Okay, Hurricane Laura was 3 years ago. Okay, golly, whoa, time go by fast. Night Stroll 12, aggressive panhandlers, and yep. Oh yeah, man, that time go by fast. Okay, yeah, Hurricane Ida. Outside during Hurricane Ida 20. Yeah. I did a call, yeah. 1 year ago, okay.
Hurricane Ida 2021. As you see, just got a little light rain and wind. I'm doing well. All praise to the Most High. I'm safe. I'm grateful. Just out here showing y'all the scenery. Hurricane Ida 2021. I'm outside.
I'm outside.
So far, it's just like wind and rain, Just like wind and rain, but it's about to get hit. I'm grateful. All is well. Grateful. Just gonna up and down and ride it out. Like I said, this ain't my first rodeo. Outside during the storm.
Yep, that was over a year ago, 2021. Yes, indeed. Oh, I'll tell you, time fly by. Time fly by. But yeah, hopefully, like I say, hopefully things work out, with the storm they got out there. But we gotta be careful too, because we ain't out the woods yet. Like I said, we in the height of hurricane season. We in the height of it right now. But anyway, next on the docket, let's talk about this so-called hate crime that happened in Jacksonville, Florida. Let's talk about the hate crime that happened in Jacksonville, Florida, with this so-called young Gentile punk that's gonna kill 3 black people at a Dollar General. Let's touch base on this. Yeah. A federal hate crime probe is underway after 3 people were killed in a racist rampage in Jacksonville, officials say. Here's what we know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show this to y'all. Let me get the fair use banner. The fair use. I do not own this content that I'm about to share. It's for educational purposes only. YouTube, fair use. God damn it, fair use. All right, let's see something right quick. My channel ain't monetized anyway, so let's see something. I'm gonna go ahead and show this to y'all.
I thought racism was behind us, but evidently it's not. You was a coward. You went in and shot these innocent people for nothing that you didn't even know.
Family members of victims reacting to the racially motivated mass shooting in Jacksonville Saturday that took the lives of 3 Black people.
Angela Michelle Carr, 52 years old. Anolt Joseph, or AJ Laguerre Jr., 19 years old. And Gerald Deshaun Gallion, 29 years old.
Sunday, authorities revealed new details about the events leading up to the shooting. Investigators say before the gunman opened fire at a Dollar General store, he showed up in the parking lot of a historically Black university nearby and was turned away by security for refusing to identify himself.
So our campus security officer did confront the perpetrator, and the perpetrator immediately got in his vehicle and started to drive away.
Minutes later, the gunman arrived at the Dollar General. Deputies released this edited surveillance video showing the shooter opening fire on the first victim in her car in the parking lot. The edited clip then shows the gunman entering the store, where he shot the second and third victims. Shortly after, investigators say the gunman texted his dad.
The suspect texts his father and says, "Use a screwdriver to get into my room." The father enters the room and finds a last will and testament of the suspect along with a suicide note on his laptop.
11 minutes after the shooting started, officers entered the store and heard a gunshot, presumably when the gunman shot and killed himself, according to deputies. Investigators are now combing through his writings.
The manifesto is quite frankly, the diary of a madman. He was just completely irrational. But with his irrational thoughts, he knew what he was doing.
Authorities say the shooter, who lived with his parents in Orange Park, had no criminal arrest history. He legally purchased and owned the 2 guns used in the mass shooting. The Justice Department is now taking part in the investigation, calling it a hate crime and an act of racially motivated violent extremism.
Father, today we pray for healing for the families, healing for generational curses.
Sunday, friends, family, and community members gathered at a vigil for the victims.
We just thought it'd be appropriate to bring AJ a little something.
Gerald was a fun, loving young man. He was very active in my granddaughter's life. She loved her daddy, and her daddy loved her. He didn't miss a beat in her life.
One state lawmaker says she's having a hard time processing the senselessness of it.
That was someone planning and executed 3 people. So from years ago to listening to people say, as a Black people, we've come a long way. After what happened yesterday, I question that and say, have we really?
We came a long way. Nothing. Racism is still alive. Racism is still alive in full effect. As long as our people are behind enemy lines or on the soil of this cursed land called the United Snakes of America with the 3 Ks, under Satan's authority, USA under Satan's authority, we will never be free. We're going to only be free when we come back to the Most High in Christ and be delivered and be restored as a nation into our holy land. But this young heathen jackal, this coward, this vile creature, look at him. Let's look at him. Ryan Christopher Tormentor, whatever his damn name is, 21 years old. If you hated yourself you heathen. If you wanted to commit, you should have killed yourself in your room. Go walk. You should have went walk in the woods and blow your brains out. You didn't have to kill 3 black people. Why you want to use black people as an excuse to commit a crime? If you hated yourself, you should have took your own self out. You didn't have to take these 3 innocent black people out. What a coward. What a freaking coward. What's good, Master Moshe? Big salute. This heathen bastard took the lives of 3 brews. They didn't know they was Israelites, but they still Israelites, you know, under the eyes of Yah and Yahshua. And yet, that's what they always do. They cowards. All these mass shooters, it always ends the same way. They either gonna kill themselves or they gonna die in a gun battle with the cops. But him, he was so much of a coward to take his own self out. He wanted to sacrifice 3 people, 3 black people, then take himself out. No, if he hated his life, if he wanted to kill himself, he should have went walk in the woods, in the deep woods, and blew his brains out and let the animals claim his corpse. Let the crows and the wolves eat on his flesh. But no, he gonna go. And I think he probably really wanted to go shoot up that universities. So if they didn't turn him around, if the campus security didn't turn him around, he don't want to go shoot up that school campus. Suspect went to a historical black campus. So that was his main target, that black campus. He probably wanted to, because he figured, you know, it was a black campus full of black students that'll give him more leverage to kill more people. But so he went to a Dollar General and target black people. Let's see. The gunman, identified as 21-year-old Ryan Christopher, left racist writings and used racial slurs before launching the attack Saturday and then killing himself. Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters said, "What a coward. Straight up coward." And now I tell you, racism is still alive, y'all. Racism is still alive. You can't tell it to these Gen Z, young black people. Yeah, I know y'all got white friends. Some of y'all young Gen Zs, you know, y'all in relationships or marrying these Gentiles, but racism ain't going nowhere. Racism ain't going nowhere. Racism ain't gonna go nowhere until the Most High send Christ back and restore righteousness on this earth. Real talk. But yeah, he a coward. This heathen bastard is a coward. Straight up. He killed 3 so-called black people, children of Israel, even though they didn't know they was Israelites, but still, that's still God's people. And then you had, come on now, you see what ticks me off? They let him brought these guns, but as soon as we want to go buy guns, they want to do a background check on us. Or if our people was a felon, we can't get firearms. If our people was a felon, we can't purchase firearms. That's bull crap. You know, that is some bull crap. You see, they came up with their laws to keep us disarmed. They don't want black people to be armed. They'll come up with all kind of laws to keep us disarmed. But for their people, they get all the guns. They got a whole arsenal. The average white person got an arsenal in their house. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Whether they work a 6-figure job or not, whether they a blue collar worker, white collar worker, even if he's just a damn janitor at the school, even a white janitor got at least 2 firearms at his house. He probably got 2 pistols, a shotgun, and an AR-15. Oh yeah, these heathens, they gun crazy. They are gun crazy. And like I said, that's one of the gods they worship. The blazing iron, the gun. That's one of the gods white people worship, guns. That's one of the gods, man. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. They talking about they a Christian. Bullshit. You could bullshit. You ain't no Christian, you damn heathen. You're a gunster. You're a gunster. You're a gunnerite. You're a gunnerite or a gunster. You're a gunster. You're a gunism. That's your religion. Gunism. I know I'm making up all kind of crazy words. They're a gunster. They're a gunster light, or a pistol light, or a shotgun light, or a rifle light. I'm just making up all kind of crazy. But yeah, that's one of the gods they worship, a gun. They trust in their guns more than they trust in the Most High. Straight up. They trust in them guns more than they trust in the Most High. But yeah, he a coward though. He is a loser, a coward. He can't escape the judgment neither. I don't care if he took himself out. You know, I hope where he at, I hope he in torment. I hope he go to the torment part of the afterlife, you know. I know some Israelites, they believe, you know, the spirit world, you know, some Israelites believe, you know, if you die wicked, you go to the hellish realm of the spirit world, you know, on the left-hand side. If you live righteous, you go to the righteous side, the peaceful side, until the day of judgment. Some Israelites believe in that, you know, to each his own, you know. But when he have to face Yahshua on the day of judgment, I want him to try to call the Most High in Christ the N-word. This goes for all these racist bastards, man. Y'all want to say this about our people? I dare y'all to call Yah and Yahshua the N-word, especially when Yahshua come back. When he crack open that sky, I dare y'all to call him out his name and see what's going to happen to y'all. See what's going to happen to y'all, racist dogs. Straight up. Yeah, it is, Sister Nigga, it is. It makes me upset. You know, these 3 innocent black people didn't deserve to die. Like the 29-year-old young man, now he leave his daughter behind. You robbed that young black girl of her father, you racist heathen bastard. Now that little girl gonna be looking for her dad, and you know, that young girl gonna be gotta see her daddy being buried in a casket, man. 29 years old, man, that's still young. You know, even though he was, you know, 29-year-old man. You know, damn coward, I tell you. Oh, man. If I was that pastor, they lucky I wasn't on there, because I'll say a prayer too. I'll be praying for vengeance. I'll be like, Most High, y'all extract your vengeance on, you know, I know the shooter, he took his own self, but extract your vengeance on his kind. You know, if it's your will in Yahshua's name, you know, because this doesn't make any sense. 2023 and our people still got to go through this shit. That's why I say our people better wake up. You know, talking about racism is behind us. That's bull crap. It's not behind us. It's not. You ain't even safe. You know, all they was just going to the dollar store, you know, buy their little items and stuff. You gotta watch your surroundings. You ain't even safe at the damn dollar store these days. The freaking dollar store, Dollar General. But I'm telling y'all, if the campus security didn't turn him around, he was gonna shoot up that college. He was gonna shoot up that college, that black college, probably. You know. You know. He was gonna shoot up that college, but they turned him around on the college security. And so he gonna go to the Dollar General and shoot up 3 black people, so-called black people. Hate crime indeed it is. It's a hate crime. But unfortunately, he took the coward's way out. But that's okay. He can't escape it. He gonna have to face court in the divine court, divine justice court. You know, you have to face the true justice in the true courtroom in the divine realm on the day of judgment. You know, he gonna kill 3 black people. He didn't know these people. He didn't know these black people, man. They didn't did him nothing. You see, somebody had to taught him this shit, this racism bullshit, because a lot of Gen Z white children, you know, they be taught this because they wasn't born in the era of like the racism, like in the civil rights era in the 1940s, you know, like during Gen X, and I want to say like the boomers and Gen X, they had to face a lot of probably racism. And mainly some of us millennials, but like Gen Z and the generation, no, they don't know nothing about that. They was taught that. They was taught that probably by one of the older family members or parents, just to keep the racism spirit alive. Yeah. Somebody taught him that bullshit, man. Because he sure wasn't born with that type of mentality. They taught him that. So maybe he could have had some family members, or maybe his daddy was probably, you know, connected to some people in a certain organization. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a hate crime for sure. It is a hate crime. But he a coward. He a straight up coward. You know, and whatever the Most High has in store for him, may he receive it on the day of judgment. Real talk. May he receive it. I pray the Most High have mercy on the souls of the victims. You know, may he have mercy on their souls. You know, because that's innocent blood. I don't care what they did in their life. That's still innocent blood. You know, that's one of the things the Most High hate, the shedding of innocent blood. You know, I know they all was adults. You know, the youngest one was 19, but still, may the Most High have mercy on their souls in Yahshua's name. You know, because it's a sad situation. It's a sad situation. But you got these buffoon Negroes on social media and the blacks that they want to argue and dox each other, don't realize we still at war. We at war with each other. We at war with these other nations. I tell y'all, people better repent. Wake the hell up, because we all we have. First, all we have is Yah and Yahshua and each other. Let me say it again. All we have is Yahuwah, Yahshua HaMashiach, and each other. Because these other nations don't have our best interests. They do not. They don't have our best interests. And I mean, he was dressed like he was in the military too. He had a bulletproof vest on, tactical pants. You know, he was dressed in a tactical gear. He was dressed in tactical gear, man, like he was about to go into battle. Had an AR-15 and a pistol, man. I mean, he was ready to go. He should have joined the military. But they'd have probably made him more racist too, because you got a lot of racism. You got a lot of racists in the military. Let's keep it a buck. You got a lot of racists be in the military. They just keep it covert, though. They keep it under wraps. They keep it under wraps. But yeah, 2023, I figured, and like I said, before this year over with, you're going to have more mass shootings. You're going to have more mass shootings. But this is supposed to be a great country, though. It's supposed to be the home of the brave, land of the free. Man, give me a break. This is a damn lie. This country was built on lies and bloodshed of the innocent. Like I say, all 50 of these United States was acquired through warfare, bloodshed, and deception and conquest. All 50 of these states was birthed through conquest and bloodshed, through conquest of the Gentiles. When they came into rulership, they went for a retard. Just look what's going on with the society, with the inflation, the cost of living going on. I'm telling y'all, they went for a retard. You know, you gotta pay to live off the land. You gotta pay for water. You gotta have a fishing license. When the Most High created all these resources with abundance, you know, this country want to go take other people's oil, and they got so many oil reserves they could drill. They got a lot of oil reserves in this country they could drill from, but they want to go trying to take other people's oil, you know, instead of drill on their own soil. Yeah. Racism ain't going nowhere, family. That's why I say for any black parents out there, you know, man and millennial parents, you know, because the most millennials are the parents of Gen Z. You know, the millennials are the parents of Gen Z. Teach y'all children about, you know, that racism is still here. You know, that's why they trying to take all the stuff out of the so-called history out of school. They want to keep our people ignorant and dumbed down, because they don't want our people to be conscious or self-aware of what's going on. They want our people to be all melancholy and lovey-dovey with these other nations. No. Our people must know what's happened. They must know what's going on. They must know the history of what our ancestors had to go through. Because if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. Straight up, that's the truth. That is the truth. I tell you, man. But like I say, even though he killed himself, he still got to face the judgment. He still have to face the judgment. Real talk. Yeah, he a coward though. He a straight up coward. And like I say, this should be a wake up call to our people that still want to believe this so-called country, that everything is behind us. This should be a wake up call. This should be a wake up call that they still have that racism in their blood. Whether they claim they not racist, they all still got that in their system. Real talk. They still got it in their system. Oh, man. But yeah, I guess I could take this off now. The fair use. But all right, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. Thank everybody for tuning in. Like I say, those who going to miss it, they just going to have to watch the rebroadcast. Yeah. Just watch the replay. I ain't going to be on here too long. I'm going to just go ahead and wrap it up. So I thank y'all for tuning in. May the Most High bless y'all and show y'all favor in Yahshua's name. Man, y'all stay in the faith. Don't give up, man. I know sometimes it could be weary, man. But just stay in the fight, Stay in the fight, saints. Stay in the fight. But anyway, this is Brother Moshe Ben Yahudah Israel. Simply, I've been saying shalom and peace. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of my night. Y'all may do the same in Yahshua's name. Peace.